Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're coming here for the first time, let me introduce myself. I'm Ritvik. I came to the UK last year to pursue Masters in Marketing at the University of Edinburgh. In this August, I finished my Masters, I completed my Master's degree and successfully received my graduate visa that allows me to stay here in the UK for 2 more years after my Masters. On Dream UK, I make a lot of helpful videos for students who are currently studying in the UK, students who aspire to study in the UK, who are planning to come here and study, and a lot of entertaining and insightful videos that's going to be helpful for you. So if you want to see this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon because that's the only way you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Usually I make videos in Hindi, but this video is going to be in English because I believe a lot of students from different parts of the world will be applying for a graduate visa in the UK, and a video in English is going to be helpful for all of them. So let's start today's video. But before that, I would like to show you that I have already made a few videos about graduate visa. If you will go to my channel Dream UK, you will see that I have made a video on what's the processing time of graduate visa application, and then I have made a video on what's the cost of graduate visa or PSW. And if I'll go to live section, you will see that I have shared some information about graduate visa that you should know before the application. So don't forget to watch these videos as well. And now we will see how you can apply for graduate visa. So in order to apply for graduate visa, what you need to do is you need to search for graduate visa UK on Google, and then you will see the official web page of the UK government where you can go and apply for graduate visa. By the way, if you don't know, PSW visa and graduate visa is the same. The full form of PSW is post-study work visa, and post-study work visa is called graduate visa officially in the UK. So once you search for graduate visa UK, you need to open this page. Here you'll have a lot of information about graduate visa. I have covered this information in my previous videos. But if you would like to have a look at all the information again, you can check out all these links and go through it. But since I have already gone through the entire web page, I'll straight away click on apply to apply for graduate visa. Once I click on apply, I'll scroll down and here you will see the button start now. Then you have to click on start now. So the first question here is, where are you planning to live? Since I live in Scotland, I'll choose this option. For the next question, I'll choose no. Then do you have a BRP? Yes, I do. Is your name on your BRP the same as on your current passport? Yes. Then after this step, you'll have to use your phone in order to proceed. That's what I did. I'll give you one tip. All the people that I know, they tried using an iPhone to finish this process, but that didn't work out. For some reason, iPhone users were not able to proceed ahead with this step, so they had to use an Android device to do that. I have an Android device with NFC enabled, so I was able to finish this step easily. And what you need to do is you need to click on continue here. If you're coming here for the first time, you will have to create a new account, which is very easy. You just need to provide your date of birth, passport, email address, and phone number. But since I already have an account, I will sign in. While signing in, I'll choose BRP. Then I'll choose my BRP number and then my date of birth. And now I'll need to select this option, either email or phone, to receive an OTP. I'll go ahead with phone. All right, so here you will see two applications. So basically this application is now visible here because I am trying to apply for graduate visa again. But if you're doing it for the first time, then you will only see one application because the second application here is actually my original application where I applied for graduate visa and I received my graduate visa. But the first application here is the new application that I have created. So I'm gonna delete this one. And now I will show you my graduate visa application that got successful. All right, so here you will see the screen where you will see different sections where you need to fill your information. But when you will open this portal, you will see this part completed, this part completed, and you will have to confirm your identity using one mobile app. You will see the instructions on how you can confirm your identity on this website only, but you will have to keep a few points in mind. While using the mobile app, you will have to follow some very simple steps. First of all, the UK government website will show you a barcode that you will scan using your mobile app, and then you will log in using an OTP. The first step would be to scan your BRP that you got here in the UK when you came here on a student visa. You will have to scan the front of the BRP and the back of the BRP, and then you will have to scan the chip of your BRP with an Android phone. Basically, what I did was I placed my BRP on the back of my phone, and my Android phone scanned the chip of my BRP, and that step was done. You need to make sure that you do it very, very carefully, because if you fail to scan your chip thrice, then you will have to wait for 24 hours before you can apply for graduate visa. So keep that in mind. Scan your chip very, very carefully. And then you have to turn on your back camera to click a picture of yourself. Please make sure that you are in a well lit room and it's full of natural light if possible, so that there aren't shadows behind you, because the app tells you that you should click a picture and avoid your shadow on the wall. So that is something that you just need to be aware of. After that, you need to check the information that you have filled and submit it. Please be careful. You cannot change this step. If you would want to change this step, you'll have to start your graduate visa application all over again. So be careful while going through the information check and submitting it. Now I'll come back to my application portal, but now I'll show you what were my answers for the graduate visa application. I have clicked on download application, and now I'll take you through the answers that I selected. So first of all, this information will be available to you once you complete your application, but the actual questions start here. The first question is, are you using an immigration advisor based in the UK? I selected no. Then contact preferences. Which email address can we use to contact you? I provided my personal email address. Which phone number can we use to contact you? I provided my mobile contact number. Then my address. I use the address where I am living at the moment. Then the postcode. The next question is, in addition to the names already provided, are you now or have you ever been known by another name? I selected no. Do you have a valid national identity card? I said yes. And national identity card number, here I filled out my passport number, my Indian passport number. Issuing authority, on my passport it's Delhi, and then I selected the issue and expiry date of my passport. Do you hold or have you ever held any other nationality or citizenship? I said no. Then enter the country in which Ritvik Arya is making their application. I selected United Kingdom. I need to make sure that you make your application from the UK itself, because if you will do it outside the UK, it will get rejected, because as per the rules, you'll have to apply for graduate visa while staying in the UK. Then under the eligibility section, do you have a student visa? You'll have to say yes. If you'll say no, your application will get rejected, because you need to have a valid student visa in order to apply for graduate visa. When did you first arrive in the UK on your current visa? I selected the date. Do you have a caste number? I selected yes. What is your caste number? Here I filled out the caste number that I received from my university for the purpose of graduate visa application. Do you have an application with the Home Office for leave to remain for which you have not yet received a decision? I selected no, because that's not the case. Did you study an eligible course? Yes, I did. Does your university or college have a track record of compliance? I selected yes. I wrote to my university's immigration team and they confirmed that I have to choose yes for this question. Although you can search for UK Home Office University track record of compliance and you will get a list of all the universities that have this track record. So you can refer to that official document as well by searching it on Google. Have you successfully completed your course? I said yes. That's mandatory. Have you previously been granted permission under the doctorate extension scheme? I said no. Have you received money from a financial sponsor, I selected no. Select the sex that is on your passport or travel document, I selected male. Your country of birth, I selected India. Passport number, I filled in. Place of issue, I selected Delhi. Issue date and expiry date, same. The issue and expiry date of my passport. Do you live at this address? I said yes. When did you start living at this address? I selected the date. So this address is basically where I am currently living in the UK. I selected this answer while filling my contact preferences. I use this address where I'm living at the moment. And then if I scroll down, it's going to ask me if I'm currently living at the address that I provided while filling out the contact preferences. About your home and name. So basically, I selected I rent it, and then I provided the name of my letting agency, that is Northwood Edinburgh. Then I provided their telephone number, their official address, their town, province, postal code, and country. And then I provided the details of my previous address where I was living in the UK. That was the university accommodation of the University of Edinburgh. And then I also provided the details of the address where I was living before coming to the UK. So I provided the details of my Indian address as well in these fields. The next question is, how long have you lived in the UK? I selected 1 year, 2 months. Since you started living in the UK, have you spent time outside the UK? I selected no. I believe many of you must have traveled to India, but as far as I know, if you have spent less than 14 days outside the UK, you can select no, but do confirm this information with your immigration team. Then it asked me, how many times have you visited the following places in the 5 years? Australia, Canada, New Zealand, USA, Switzerland, European Economic Area. I selected zero. Have you been to any other countries in the past 5 years? I selected no. Did you receive medical treatment in the UK? I selected no. Do you have a UK national insurance number? I selected yes. What is your national insurance number? I provided my national insurance number here. Do you have a UK driving license? I said no. Have you received any public funds in the UK? I selected no. For either the UK or any other country, have you ever been refused a visa? I selected yes here because my student visa got rejected, although it was not finally rejected. My decision got overturned when I applied for administrative review, but my student visa did get rejected, so I have selected yes. Then I had to give details of what happened, the country where it happened, when did this immigration problem happen, do you have an appeal against that decision which is yet to be heard? I said no. Give more details of what happened. Here I explained my situation. After that, it asked me, do you have any more immigration problems for either the UK or any other country to declare? I said no. Have you ever entered the UK legally? I said no. At any time, have you ever had any of the following criminal convictions? I said no. Then, in either peace or wartime, have you ever been involved in, suspected of involvement in war crimes, crimes against humanity, or genocide? I said no. Is there any other information about your character or behavior which you would like to make us aware of? I said no. Employment history, no, because this employment history is for people who have worked in the government sector of any other country, but you will see the details when you will fill out your application. Then, do you have a partner? I said no, I'm single. Have you previously been in a marriage or civil partnership? I said no. Are your partner or children applying with you? I said no. Then I had to submit my declaration. I confirm that I understand and accept these conditions. So, before you submit your declaration, make sure you go through all the information 5 times at least, and make sure whatever information you have filled in, that is absolutely correct. There is no margin of error, because once you submit your declaration, there is no way back. You cannot change the information that you have filled out in your application, so you'll be in trouble. You'll have to do the entire application again if you submit your declaration and later on you find some errors in the information that you have submitted. So these are all the questions asked in this process. But towards the end, after the declaration, you will have to pay immigration health surcharge and application payment fee. Immigration health surcharge and application payment, the sum of both is actually the cost of graduate visa, and that's about almost £2,000. I have made a dedicated video on the cost of graduate visa that you can watch here. So don't forget to watch that. And after making the payment, you will have to go to evidence upload and then finish this step as well. Once you finish this step, you will see completed in front of provide evidence. And once you see completed in front of all the different fields, that means you have finished your graduate visa application. You will see an option here to upload any evidence, but you have to do that only if you receive an email from the home office. But once you do it, you can go to your account home. You will see that provide requested evidence or photos. You don't have to do anything here, because once you see this email, evidence sent graduate, you will see this line here: you have finished the application process for graduate. We will contact you with the decision. Once you receive this email, that means you have successfully completed your graduate visa application, and you will hear a decision on your application within 2 weeks to approximately 1 month. And after you get a decision, you will have to wait to get your BRP. That will be delivered within 1 to 3 working days, business days, and you will also have to cut your old BRP in two pieces and send it out to the home office. So that's all for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful, and do let me know when you get your PSW or graduate visa. I wish you all the very best with your application, and I hope you get a positive decision as soon as possible. That's all from my side. Take care. Bye.